Hey, it's time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. Hello, friends. Welcome to Saturday. And Saturday in this channel is weigh-in and meeting topic du jour. So today, I did not go into my meeting. It's sad because it's the last meeting I'm going to attend for the next 2 weeks. 3 weeks now. I will be on vacation the next 2 Saturdays, so I will not be there. But with the rain, and if you know me well, I don't drive that far in the rain. And it's, like I said, it's a half-hour ride one way, and I just don't do it. Call me sissy. I don't care. I got broad shoulders. I don't drive in the rain. And it was a wintry mix this morning, a little bit of snow mixed in. And plus the dog. In the morning, the dog hates to go out. So it's like it would have been a hell of a morning. And I thought, you know, I get weighed in here. It's fine. I did get weighed in here, and I know the difference between my scale and Weight Watchers scale, of course. And I am happy to report, not thrilled, but happy to report that I did go down 0.8. I gained 2.8, remember last week. Why is it? Do you find that you gain and then the next week you don't lose all you gain? So technically, is it really a gain? I guess it is. It seems like lately it's easier for me to gain than it is to lose. But having said that, at the weight I'm at, I don't lose big amounts. I don't. And I didn't really expect to be down 2.8, to be honest with you. I didn't. I'm just glad I was down. The same, I would have been a little bit bummed. But it's nice to have a loss because, you know, I was decent all week. Was I good? No. Am I ever good? No. That's on me, and I accept that. And I will be totally honest with you here. I haven't been tracking. Full transparency. I've been really, really bad since the winds went away. Why is that? Why is it those stupid little things make you track? It's like, I guess it's like a contest. And I'm not real competitive, but I like to win stuff. I don't like to beat people. I just like to win stuff. So that was fun to win stuff. And there was no prizes to be had by tracking. But I will tell you, it's not about prizes. It's about weight loss on the scale. And I'm sure if I tracked diligently, I would have probably done a bit better. Not much, because 0.8 is pretty good for me. But I am promising you here, my little, what is that, the Boy Scout salute. When I come back from vacation, I will be back on land on the 26th of March. Starting the 26th of March. I mean, I'm not going to go ape shit on the cruise. Don't worry about that. But I mean, tracking. I'm not tracking on the cruise. I'm going to be concentrating on fruits, fish, veggies, and trying not to go to the buffets. That's my game plan, and being more active. I'm absolutely going to try, and I think I'm going to bring a water bottle with me. I really think I'm slacking off on water. I know I'm slacking off on water, and I've never been great at it. So I'm thinking maybe being outside with the sea air, I might want to drink more. So I might bring myself a little this water bottle to carry around with me. I think that might help. Or maybe I'll buy one there. I'll buy a fancy cruise one. I don't know. We'll see. I think those are things I'm going to work on. People would say, oh, it's your vacation, just enjoy it. And I am going to enjoy it. I absolutely am. But I need to stick to some sort of a plan. Not the major plan that I followed here. So, but it's a vacation plan. Our plans change based on what we do. We can't follow the same plan every day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. There is like vacation plans and stuff like that. So that is my plan. And I am going to vlog. I'm going to be live as much as I can. Not for long periods of time. We may do a live for 15, 20 minutes. I may be recording my meals because that'll keep me more accountable. What I eat in a day on a cruise. Because we're not out to be perfect on this cruise. We're out to be good. Not great, because great would be diet. And I'm not sitting there going, no, I'll just sit here and eat my celery. Freak that, man. I'm on a cruise. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to be having shrimp if I could have shrimp. Crab salad. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to stick to vegetables, proteins, fruit. That's the plan. So and then when we come back, there's going to be a little change here. I'm not going to say what it is. It's something simple, but maybe something kicking the buttocks that I need. So we're going to worry about that when we come back. I'll attack that later. It's going to be a different method I'm going to be tracking, and you might find it interesting. It's not very different than how I track now, but we'll talk about that later. I need to do something. Again, I'm not looking to lose 30 pounds. I'm looking to lose like 10. Now I want to lose like, was up to 5 now. So yeah, I just want to get 10 off, which really will bring me to our topic. I read the title, Is My Weight Loss Goal Right for Me? And here's the funny thing. Your weight loss goal may change. Mine did. So be open to that. But if you're with a franchise, you're sunk. Your weight goals are not changing because they ain't changing nothing with the franchise. But I noticed that the weekly technique is not written by anybody anymore. It just says Weight Watchers, which is quite interesting. Did they fire those poor girls, Kristen Fisher? Did Kristen Fisher get fired? I don't know. The answer actually depends on this question. Is your goal achievable, sustainable, and meaningful to you? To find out, start with this healthy target of 1 to 2 pounds per week and go from there. Did you see the words they used? The first word, achievable. Sustainable. Those are 2 huge words. They're written in the front of that for a reason. You could sit there and put this lofty goal all you want. You're going to spend, for my older gals, the young gals, you got it easier. You got that young metabolism. We're talking about us over 50 gals, and that's who my target audience is. We have a problem keeping lower weights at our ages. Menopause, all these things, take into effect. Hormones, menopause, life, it takes into effect. And do we want to spend the rest of the years we have here struggling with an unmaintainable weight? Healthy has nothing to do with the number on the scale. If you're 50 pounds less than you were, you're healthy. Yeah, you may be 190 pounds, but you are 50 pounds lighter. That's got to improve a lot in your life. It does. So remember that. And I will tell you, Weight Watchers franchises will pick out these unrealistic goals. And you're going to see people struggle. Do you want to be on that struggle bus? Do you want to be on that struggle bus? Answer me. No, you don't. You want to be enjoying life. And people who are at an unmaintainable weight are struggling. And I know you've seen them. All right. Do you have a time frame in mind for your weight loss? You should absolutely say no. Because, again, when you don't hit those goals, it really knocks down your confidence. One says, yes, by my birthday or a milestone. Nope, I just want to make a change. That's the positive mindset, the nope. If you hit the yes, do the math. If your date is 10 weeks away, your goal might be 15 pounds. If you said nope, what is the minimum amount you'd like to lose? I'm not sure. That's okay. Aim for about 6 pounds per month. Well, that depends on how much you have to lose. I can't lose 6 pounds per month. If I starved myself, yes. Remember, the less you weigh, the less you're going to lose. It's science. Unless you're starving yourself or you're exercising like a crazy person. I'm not doing either one of those because why? Because I can't do that to sustain it. It's kind of like the, we'll go far away into the drug that Weight Watchers is talking about, the Wegovy and all that. If you don't stay on that medication, you're going to gain weight. So just remember, that is something you also will have to do for a lifetime. So that's something to think about. Like, yeah, it sounds like, oh, this might help me. And yeah, it might, but you also have to realize you're going to be having to take that. So really think about that and talk to your doctor, especially. Don't listen to me. I mean, sometimes though, when you're at an unhealthy weight, it's a lifeline that you need. I understand that. I mean, there's people there that are 300-400 pounds that need help yesterday. So that is something that they can utilize. I get that. I do understand the girls and boys. I lost over 100 pounds. I understand being heavy. I understand being 200, close to 300 pounds. I get that. I do. I have above all get that. It's just not something I feel, I guess because I told you in last week's, it was maybe a rambling. I told somebody somewhere that I had taken Ozempic about 1.5 years ago. The doctor thought it would jumpstart my metabolism because I've been struggling to lose this freaking 10 pounds since 2021. I have. And the only thing we can come up with is my body changed, and maybe with the vaccine, it's something changed that I am at this point. So he thought maybe taking that would help. It didn't. And number one, I felt sick. And number two, I didn't even lose weight. Like, if I'd been sick and lost some weight, I'd be okay. But I didn't. So I stopped taking it because my insurance didn't cover it. It was costing me $75 a month. And for something that's not helping me. And then again, like I said to you, when you think about it, it was just a Band-Aid. And when I realized that I'm going to have to continually to take this, I was like, this isn't for me. I can't. I mean, it was one thing to sit there and say, well, you'll lose the weight, then you won't be taking it anymore. You have to continue to take it. And I was like, you know what? A, it's not helping. B, I'm not feeling well. And C, I'm not taking this the rest of my life. So we're just gonna work through it. You'll see those changes coming in a couple weeks. That's okay. And I already said that. My goal: lose X amount of pounds over the next X amount of weeks. You really should make a goal, but make it a realistic goal, a goal that is achievable. When you start to say, I want to lose 50 pounds in 6 months, that sounds not bad until you start on the journey realizing, dang, this is hard. And you're going to have those days where you just eat a little bit too much. You're going to have those weeks where you eat a little bit too much. So putting a goal just sets you up for failure. You should have an end goal for that. You definitely should have something. But I wouldn't say a 6-month goal would be one of them. You just want to sit there and say, I just want to lose consistently. I just want to be less this month than I am last month. Or I want to be less next month than I am this month. That's all. And if it's 2 pounds, yay, it's 2 pounds. I mean, I think we poof the fact that I lost 2 pounds. Yeah. But look how hard you had to work for that 2 pounds. Losing weight as of late has been difficult for a lot of us. I'm not quite sure why all of a sudden it is. I see so many people struggling. I don't know if it's just the air that we're breathing. I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, I've been on this journey for a while and I've never seen it as bad as I see it now. Coincidence? I don't know. It just seems really weird. Let's dive deeper. It's normal to have dream digits you want to see on the scale, and you can get there, just probably not by next Tuesday. Also normal, not knowing what number makes the most sense for you, or not wanting a long-term target. All in all, instead of taking weight loss month by month, take weight loss month by month. You don't need one big goal to be successful. You just have to be less than you are. And like I said, it could be half a pound less. If you're half a pound less, I know it sounds like big whoop when I have 60 pounds to lose. You have to build on it. You have to build on it, and you will. And once your confidence, I always say this journey is all it's up here, and we have to have confidence in ourselves. If you sit there going negative, you're just going to just be on that wheel. That what is it? That hamster wheel. It is. The right goal for you is the one you're more likely to achieve. Will always be the one you can break down to smaller steps, like 1 to 2 pounds per week, that feels attainable in a healthy way. That means without depriving yourself or sacrificing girls' night out, birthday cake, or anything else that's important to you. Yeah. There are people out there that sit there with their water bottle because they're afraid to eat. They're afraid to have that piece of cake. Again, you don't have to have a piece of cake. You could have a piece of cake. Still be on plan. We're so used to the portions that we eat. They were too much. Portion control in this journey is the biggest tip I can give you. And you could have cake. You just can't have a humongous piece of cake. Look, like I said, read labels. Look at the portion size of like box mac and cheese. I always use that because I feel like we're so afraid of box mac and cheese. But there's a portion in the back of that. And if you stick to that, you can eat that. We can eat anything. We weigh and measure it and keep to portions. We're just used to, oh, I love that. And we can't free that. We have to look at a portion of even protein. Yes, protein's fantastic, but we really should stick to a portion size within our meal. It's always good to have a nice balanced meal with vegetables and a starch. A grain would be great. I know pastas and rices get all this bad rap. Even our potato people, you can have potatoes. You just have to know how much you're having. And 2 points of potatoes is fabulous. And I know if you were getting 0 potatoes, you were not getting 23 points a day, unless you were really heavy. Because let me tell you something, you can fit in 2 points of potatoes at dinner, and it's enough. And you have to remember, it's enough. We're used to eating too much, so we feel like, oh my gosh, that's not enough. It is. We're used to overeating. And that takes a while for that mentality to come back and realize, That's what I'm supposed to be eating. Keep telling yourself that. And when you're done eating, like for me now, but the last few times I've done, I take my plate and I put it in the sink and I just start cleaning up because I can't sit there. And I try to be the last one to sit down and eat because this way I used to be the first one. Like I used to eat really fast. So I was always the first one done. So I'd be sitting around watching everybody else. Well, I need to get more. Well, now I try to be the last one. So we all kind of finish at the same time. And I just put my plate in the sink. And I mean, do I want more? Sure I do. It's normal to want more. Just know and say to yourself, I've had enough. Are you hungry? Sometimes I just want it. I don't want it here. Like I mentioned when I go out to restaurants, I eat till I'm not hungry anymore. And then I ask for the container and I put it away. Or I put it on Steve's plate. Because once it's on there, I don't want it anymore. But yeah, I ate at the Olive Garden last week. I think you saw it. I had shrimp scampi over capellini, and it had shrimp and it had asparagus and tomatoes. I know, I love the Olive Garden. True story. And I had till I was like satisfied. Was I full? No. And I keep telling Timmy too, because I think we're just used to having that full feeling that, okay, we're done, I'm full. Being full means you ate too much. If you have that full feeling, you've eaten too much. So I have to learn that this is fine. And it's not something that happens overnight. I still struggle, with wanting to eat more, wanting to have that full feeling. And now we kind of share dessert if we're out and, yeah, sometimes, right, you want to get dessert. Is it a crime to get dessert when you go out to dinner? No. Maybe it's a crime to get your own dessert, but it's never a crime to share a dessert. A couple forkfuls. If you can't have a couple of forkfuls, you're doing something wrong. But we rarely get it. But even if I felt like it, we definitely would. I don't need an occasion to have a dessert. Like you just feel like a little bit of ice cream. You feel like a little bit of creme brulee. I feel like a little lava cake. Sometimes you got it. All right, where was I? Also remember that every goal is edible. It's like edible isn't eatable. As weeks go by, you rack up many wins. As life and setbacks happen, don't be afraid to pivot. You can set a new target or stick to a short-term goal. The journey isn't a straight line. Adjusting your destination and definition of success is okay. It may even be the key that keeps you going. I feel like we put too much on. We do. We put lofty goals on ours, and then then you spend your whole life trying to figure these goals out when life's passing you by. Remember, this journey is just a small part of your life. Keep it simple. And they have 3 fast facts. A healthy rate of weight loss is an average of 1 to 2 pounds per week. Honestly, that's depending on how much weight you have to lose. I am not going to be losing 1 to 2 pounds per week unless I don't eat. Hashtag truth. Everyone experiences weight gains and plateaus along their weight loss journey. Hashtag yes, all the time. Your body just has to take its time to adjust. It's disheartening to us. We'd like to see that scale move every week, but it doesn't always happen. Research shows that when we set more realistic weight goals, it's more likely to be successful. Confidence broods more confidence. When you're doing something that's too lofty, it just sends you, it plummets you into this. I can't do this. Why did I rejoin? This is ridiculous. I can't do this. I just need to be happy where I am. They don't really address the fact that they give you unrealistic weight goals. So that's my one little downside to this topic, because the franchise goes by the BMI chart, which is a little bit outdated, and you'll hear many people talk about it. It is. It doesn't take into consideration your whole entire history of your life. And a lot of them, people, I see at my franchise, we're not getting there because you want people to be successful. So you have to give their goals. Now, I have my goal set at my franchise, 10 pounds over the BMI thing. When I went to international, she said, I told her the story. I said, my doctor wanted me to have it 10 pounds over that, but they wouldn't allow it. She goes, well, get another note because we'll take it here. We'll take what your doctor says. So I went for 8 pounds above. So yeah, so I had my goal raised. Because you know what? Just because my goal weight is higher doesn't make me not successful. Just because I'm not a size 6 doesn't make me not successful. That's that thing you have to, you don't get in that pattern of if I'm not a size, I'm not a number on the scale, I'm not successful, because you are, or you're not healthy. I am absolutely 150 times healthier than I was at 270 than I am right now. I am. And if I had lived, I wouldn't be here. If I didn't lose weight, I would have been dead. That's what my doctor told me. If I didn't seek help, I wouldn't be here. So you're having the Denise that really shouldn't be here. Technically, she didn't join Weight Watchers and didn't get her sleep apnea under control. You're getting a whole D that really shouldn't be here. So I am living a life that I'm enjoying it, and I'm not taking it for granted. I'm not, worrying about that number on the scale, because I know how precious life is. I know that any day we see them every day. We watch the news, people dying, your friends, they're just, so do I want to sit and enjoy the years I have left struggling at an unrealistic number? You don't. Healthy is not a number on the scale. It is not a dress size. And I know we see people and society tells us differently. It's not. And I'll be probably the only one that says it. It's the truth. And we want to live our lives and enjoy the rest of our lives. So find a weight loss goal that is right for you. Pick sustainable. Like I said, I say do it month to month. If you're less this month than you were last month, you're ahead of the game. I was until last week. But March is not over yet. So I still have a chance, even though I have a vacation coming up. We'll see where it goes. March could be a scratch for me, but you know what? It is what it is. And you have to live life like that. You can't live life under a microscope. You can't live life so tight that you can't see that what's in front of you. Like I said, this journey is just a small part of who you are. You have a family, you have a job, you have kids, grandkids, friends, hobbies, other things in life besides this. This is just a small part of who you are. Remember that. It's a big part in a sense because it's important. I'm not saying it's not important, but it's not everything. And you have to learn to incorporate the rest of your life into it. And that's what we do here at this channel. We live life to the fullest. We do. And we enjoy our time. We enjoy our food. Remember, don't eat anything you don't like. That is huge. So that is it for this week's topic du jour from D. I hope you enjoyed it. I get a lot of great feedback from my topics. I appreciate it. I just speak realistically from my experience, and I'm so happy that it resonates with a lot of you. And sometimes I rip the Band-Aid off and you expose it. This is a very personal video when I talk about struggles and stuff like that. Like even the Wednesday Wisdom, they're just very personal videos because it's just, you strip down everything. You just give give what you've experienced. And sometimes it resonates with people. Sometimes it doesn't. Some people think, D, you're nuts. Definitely is a number on the scale, man. You just don't want to be no size 6. No, I really don't, because that's not going to make me happy. It makes some people happy. Some people have to be a certain number. And that's another thing. I hope they deal with this in this month's topic. Sometimes we go from one extreme to the other extreme. We go from being overweight to being like crazy about being a certain number and a certain size, where basically you're self-obsessed. You'll never see me self-obsessed. Never. You know what it is? I can't give up overeating for undereating. It's like, what did I gain? Oh, you're healthier. No, technically you're not. You still have issues. So I feel like I need for myself, for my mental clarity, to be at a great clip. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed here, District D, come join the party. Subscribe, hit that notification bell next to it, hit all, and you will get notified when I upload, when I go live. We go live here a lot. Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the weight loss chit chat. We talk it out here. We talk all the WW changes, and they're not good, but we hash it out. So come join us here to show up or blow up. That's what my leader used to say. So thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section below how you did this week. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget, spring ahead, we are losing an hour's sleep. So it's a whole new thing. Are you going to spring forward on your journey? If you haven't been following, this is a great time to spring forward and make some small changes. Again, small, sustainable changes. You can do it. Let's spring forward and do this together. So I will dish with you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Meal prep's coming. It is a epic meal prep. So I'm going to say it's epic, and it will knock your socks off. Knock mine. So I will see you tomorrow for meal prep. What's decooking? I will dish with you another day. I can just keep chatting for like the next 45 minutes, but I need to go have some tea. Say hi to Slim.